Funding is provided by a grant from New York State Senator Catherine M. Young, representing Western New York's 57th District with a local office in Olean. Funding is provided by a grant from Absolute Care of Westfield, committed to returning the favor to those who spent a lifetime caring for others. Absolute Care is located at 26 Cass Street in Westfield. Dave Cass and Rick Newell provide funding on behalf of the Lakeview Hotel and Restaurant at the Docks, located on Water Street near the lake in Mayville. From the Access Channel 5 television studio in Mayville, it's Senior Report with Reed Powers. Join us live Saturday mornings between 9 and 10 a.m. in Fredonia, Mayville, and Silver Creek. Call in and share a thought or wish someone a happy birthday with Chautauqua County's only live on-air senior program. Reed continues in his 15th year with interesting guests expressing their viewpoints and informing the community on a variety of subjects. Here's the host of the show, Reed Powers.
And good morning. Good morning. What a beautiful day in Chautauqua County. The snow is just sliding down a little bit. It's beginning to thaw again. We might get some later, but it looks like winter is definitely kind of edging in on us, friends. Merry Christmas. I guess it must be winter time because the Christmas bells are ringing, the sleighs are slinging, and everybody's getting ready for the Christmas tree, which just came into the White House. And oh, what an exciting time of year! And we'll get plenty of time ahead to shop. You're supposed to shop, save our economy, shop and buy stuff, things you don't need, they don't need anything, but keep shopping. I got a real great way to shop. I buy gift cards. There's just like a deck of cards. That's it. No wrapping, no nonsense, no chasing around, no decision making. Let them make the decision. What do they want? We have a great guest with us today. We have Jeff Flanders, who represents Mayshark, which is a well-known construction company in the Chautauqua area. Chautauqua County, and they are noted for good work and good preemptive services and terrific policies that benefit you. He's going to tell you what to look out for, guys. You need a repair in your house, a roof, something on the floors going out, or a kitchen, or something, you want an extra bathroom. You got to know what to do. You could fall into some real traps, and I'm not kidding. He's going to be here to tell you a little bit about the ins and outs and what to look for and how to go about it. So pay attention. You might need a roof job soon. I had mine done too long ago. The guy said, what do you want? I've got a special tile here that can last 35 years. I said, well, I expect to live probably about 15 years. Do you have a 15-year tile? I don't want anything beyond that because I'll let the kids worry about it. Somehow I've outlived them, though. I'm going to have some more put in. I'm trying to put in a 5 to 10-year tile, maybe. At least, who knows what you're going to have. So anyway, we look at the newspapers today, and oh my gosh, it's so exciting. I tell you, I don't even know what I do with my notes on that. But at any rate, I'll tell you something. I don't know, the newspapers and the television, the news is just horrific. I can't even watch the TV anymore. The wars, they've blacked that out so it doesn't distress you, because you might want them to stop it. Noting that thousands of our boys are coming home in boxes and crippled up and horribly conditioned. They don't even tell you how many it is. They exclude a lot of them. Well, it was an accident. Or, no, they didn't die on the field. They died in the hospital. Yeah, all kinds of phony figures coming out. But you and I know it's costing trillions, not hundreds of billions, trillions of dollars to fight these wars. And if you forget about it, there'll be no hue and cry and demand they stop this. Who's making money from it? Nobody, excepting the big arms producers. The rich and powerful are making a lot of money. Halliburton, as you noticed in the papers, and the Carlyle Group, which is affiliated with Bush's, and all these munition makers are making tons of profit. They don't want you to stop. And since television is now owned by all the giant corporations, they're going to cooperate. They're all part of the gang, you understand? And Congress is part of the gang, too. They've taken over the Congress, they've taken over the media, they've taken over everything. And you notice your standard of living is dropping fast. Less insurance, less health care, less this, less that, less services. Prices are rising rapidly. Your income is dropping. It's not keeping up with the prices. You're going into servitude, guys, and they're taking it all. 2% of the country now own 90% of all the wealth in this country. They'll probably get me in the parking lot for pointing this out. All right, whatever it is, let's talk about, I don't know, the local area. Well, we just got you heard it on Senior Report First, friends. Big tax hike in Chautauqua County. And you can't blame Greg Edwards and the county legislator a lot, mainly because New York State has decided they're going to cut taxes and cut expenses and so on. Well, how do they do that? They pass mandated, needed services onto the local area, the county. They say, well, we're not going to give you money for the roads anymore. You take care of them. And what are we supposed to do? You need roads, you know, potholes and destroyed sections of the road. Well, health care is going up. Well, we capped at a certain level, but we can't help you that much beyond that. We're dropping the prices on this, that, and the other thing. We're going to give you less money. Well, you have to have it. And so, their mandated service, what happens? Chautauqua County has to raise their taxes. The state says, look, we're saving taxes. We cut taxes. Give me a break. This is the old shell game, you know what I mean? The old shell game? All right, enough of that. Seniors, you're not getting a COLA from Congress. The last 8 years, you've lost 50% of your dollar in purchasing power. Think back almost 10 years. You're going to be eating this stuff. This is cat food. During the Depression, seniors ate cat food, and you'll be living in your children's basements. And so, unless you're the 85-year-old who can still walk comfortably and climb ladders and do stocks, maybe they'll hire you, maybe they won't. You've had it, guys. Seniors are in deep trouble, and nobody cares. Where's the AARP? American Association, AARP, I haven't heard a peep out of them, excepting I see lots of ads for insurance. It sounds like, to me, they look like a big insurance company. They have insurance for health, they've got insurance for Medigap, they've got insurance for your house, for your car. You see big ads. You see anything saying Congress? Aren't you forgetting something? Every senior in this country depends entirely on his Social Security and some small pension usually, which go along with the same phony federal figures that tell us there's no inflation. Give me a break, no inflation. Enough said. 7% increase in local taxes. Enough said. Seniors have a great set of wonderful senior clubs in Chautauqua County. That's one of the shining examples of goodness here. Not only do they have the most beautiful landscape with the rivers and the streams and the lakes and the woods and the beautiful flowing meadows of green, we have senior clubs. And you have a new family when you join your senior club. Every little town and village has a senior club. And this group of, maybe it could only amount to 50 people, 100 people, they get together every week or every month, depending on the size and the time, and they have a great time. They usually have lunch together, they tell stories, they have a meeting which is very quickly taken care of, and then the fellowship period begins, where they gather around the coffee urn and have some cookies and stuff, and just sit around and talk. And they help each other. Somebody has a problem, the other ones jump into it. They have phone chains if there's an emergency. They are wonderful. Join your local senior group, guys. I'm going to read you some of the notes here I've gotten, and I thank the Dunkirk Observer for a wonderful senior section every Friday, and they also have a monthly section that's a pull-out. The guys over in Cassadaga, they meet with Stockton and Lilydale seniors. Cassadaga, Stockton, Lilydale have one big club, and they meet regularly over there, and they had their last dinner coming up. Their last dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, which just passed, didn't it? I had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you did. 2 turkey Thanksgiving this year. Everybody gets a drumstick. They had a dinner at the Cassadaga Country Club. Can you believe that? No, they have a great golf course over there. It's a PGA golf course. Moonbrook is over in that area. Okay, at any rate, Moonbrook's actually toward Jamestown, but boy, what a course that is. Hello, Mabel Muscato and Louise Page, and Jean Lemke. Pastor Hamilton gave the blessing. They had a wonderful dinner. It was actually catered by the country club, this dinner. Hey, you can't beat it. Cassadaga Country Club, thank you. Hats off. June Wallet is the president, and she said we had a great time over there. They're having Christmas dinner, which they are setting up now. It says Surefine is going to cater it at the American Legion, and the Legions take care of the seniors. God bless the Legions. They're going to have ham, scalloped potatoes, green beans, a roll, all kinds, 3 kinds of desserts and pies, and oh, fantastic! What a dinner! Coming up, every senior group will have a Christmas dinner. Don't miss it. Next meeting at the Cassadaga Junior Minstrels will be singing, and they'll have a great time. Another note here: happy birthday over there, Cassadaga. I should not just say Cassadaga, should I? Stockton and Lilydale. Happy birthday to Betty Kurzak, Charlie Reddy, and Elaine Woods. Sharon Care seniors. Sharon Care crowd is Miss Fredonia. Excuse me. And they held a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner at the Beaver Club. They usually meet at the Beaver Club when they have big dinners. They play cards, a social hour, hors d'oeuvres, fruit and punch, and stuff, and CD music. They had a tarantella dance demonstration. Dorothy Janzak is the president over there, and she says, hey, come on, Oliver. We need you. We want you. Beaver Tail caterers from the Beaver Club, of course, served the following buffet meal: turkey, ham. I mean, what else do you have on Thanksgiving? Turkey, ham. You can have a ham cut into the shape of a turkey. To me, it's turkey. It's got to be turkey. I wanted to say there's going to be a big Sharon Care party over there, Fredonia. Spring Fling, Saturday, April 30th. So put that on your calendar, guys. That'll be 2011, of course. At the Beaver Club, and they're going to have a lot of fun and dancing and song and fooling around. Yes. Dunkirk Federated Seniors met at their senior center, which is used by a lot of senior groups. They have a huge school track around it. It's just a beautiful place. And president over there is Loretta Hemmick, and she's known all over the county. If you want to get involved with the Dunkirk crowd, join her. And if you already go to the Dunkirk crowd, grab a friend who doesn't have a place to go to by the arm and take them in, a senior. They're having Thanksgiving Christmas dinners combined. Well, that makes good sense. It's about the same time. December 7th at 5 p.m. at the center. Prime rib. Can you beat that? I'll tell you how to make a prime rib toward Christmas time. Mount Carmel Social Club. Carm Tampio does the job there. If you want to get involved, get in touch with her. They sang happy birthday to Pat Morella and Pat Johnson and Pat Anderson and Pat. A lot of Pats over there. The Christmas party for them is going to be held at the Colony. Can you believe that? I mean, these seniors don't fool around. They do not fool around. December 15th, sign in for the next meeting. Guests and membership is always open. As long as you get in now, you can go to the big party. Can't beat it. Enough said. They tell me the news time is over. I see the red news ending, green light flashing. End of the news. We're going to take a little break, and then we'll listen to this guy. Mort Flexer, who shoots from the hip, will be on in a minute. This is for you. Public service announcement. To hear about it. We're talking about the Memorial Society. Mort's going to tell you a little bit more about that. Mort, you're on. Good morning.
Good morning, Reed. Good morning to our guest, and good morning to all of our guests out there in the countryside.